Warriors. CBDC is here to stay, and it's going to spread like wildfire. My name is Coach JV. I am the top health, mindset, and crypto coach in the world. Remember, what you believe in your heart, you think in your mind, will eventually become your words and become your reality. If you can see it in your mind, eventually you can hold it right here in your hands. What you repeatedly do gets ingrained in your subconscious mind. What gets ingrained in your subconscious mind becomes an unconscious activity. Now let's jump right into it, Warriors. If you want to join our private Warrior Academy, access to my portfolio, a revolutionary exit strategy, over 100 cryptocurrency courses, and our revolutionary 120-day challenge so you can get your shit together with us. Subconscious mind programming, goal setting, nutrition, workouts. There's nothing like it in the world that brings everything together: mind, body, and soul. Click the description down below to check out what it's all about. All right, let's jump right into it, Warriors. Jamaica completes CBDC pilot, expects rollout later this year. Okay, so Jamaica was in pilot, and now they're rolling it out later this year. Now, what we do know, Warriors, is they always start with the smaller countries first. They test, pilot. Now Jamaica is launching. Now, remember, America was talking about CBDC was kind of like this esoteric pie in the sky thing, but we know that America is moving to a central bank digital currency. Okay, another big announcement yesterday, January 3rd. The Boston Fed is hiring a new director for its CBDC project. Why would they even be hiring a director if we're not moving to a central bank digital currency? So the Federal Reserve Bank of Boston is on the hunt for a new director of product management for Project Hamilton, its ongoing central bank and digital currency pilot. The new director will work to forward the Federal Reserve System efforts to build, manage, test software to further its understanding, quotation for me, of digital currencies, and continue our efforts to build a hypothetical general purpose digital currency. Hypothetical, okay? But we know that Jerome Powell made this announcement. This was on November 29th, I think it was. Fed says new innovation hub will help central banks improve payment systems. November 29th, they nailed it. Yep, Fed Powell. So, but remember in his statement, Warriors, you got to pay attention to what they're saying. He said in the statement, he's been part of the innovation hub since January. I think it's the, I don't want to speak out of school. Yeah, the BIS Innovation Hub since January 2021. Okay. This has been going on for a long time, Warriors. This isn't something new. Like they say, we're just testing this out. Warriors, we're moving to a central bank digital currency. So what does that mean? We're already operating on a digital currency. Everything is digital, right? Currency is pretty much digital. They print money. They just add numbers in a computer to print money, to put money into your account through a digitalization, I guess. What's going to be different is it operating on a blockchain, and that's going to familiarize the general public with cryptocurrencies. Okay. So some of your favorite cryptocurrencies may be the backing for that. Okay. And then also you want to look at, it's going to familiarize people with cryptocurrencies. So a lot of that wealth is going to transfer into the cryptocurrency protocols. This was pretty cool yesterday, or January 2nd, 10. This is American Banker, one of my favorite. I love American Banker. It's like the stuff that they put out. So 10 bank and fintech executives to watch in 2022. Boom. Number one, Brad Garlinghouse, Ripple Labs. The cryptocurrency industry has many controversial figures, but Brad Garlinghouse makes anyone's top 20. He didn't invent XRP, the digital asset created by his company. Ripple Labs, which is Securities and Exchange Commission calls an unregistered security. But according to the SEC lawsuit, Garlinghouse has profited all this money, right? But he is standing up to the SEC. I don't know, Warriors. You know my thing on this. I trust my gut, right? I think they're all behind the scenes. Moving us into obviously a central bank digital currency. We know that Ripple, right, has its private ledger for banks to run a CBDC, central banks to run a CBDC. They have their own private ledger, their own pilot, right? I think they're all rubbing shoulders, man. We know that Brad Garlinghouse connected the IMF, the World Economic Forum. Klaus Schwab in 1971 created the World Economic Forum. We detached from the gold standard in 1971. Warriors, this is nothing new under the sun. This stuff's been planned out for a very long time, but you get to be part of the new global currency, okay? All right, so check this out. So let's just take you down the rabbit hole just a little bit, and we're going to go a little bit further into CBDC, but I want you to watch this video on June 11th, 2018 from the Global and Monetary Systems in 2030. So they're predicting, excuse me, that was really jumbled. They're predicting the new global monetary systems in 2030. This is the World Economic Forum.
Financial services is about safe and efficient payments, facilitating money going from saving into lending and investment, but also to facilitate, manage, and channel risks.
The world of financial infrastructures has changed tremendously. The embracement of cloud technology, the embracement of artificial intelligence to do even more with the data that we have is already taking place at rapid speed.
The global financial system is undergoing a profound transformation, driven by regulatory change, monetary policy, technological change, and shifts in customer habits and needs. This opens up a set of opportunities and challenges.
The real challenge is not technology as such, it's the change in business models. The regulation cannot keep up with the rapid pace of innovation.
Banks at the same time face an economic environment which is very different than pre-crisis.
We found that the other period, which looks mostly like our current period, is the period around the Great Depression. So it's important to ask oneself, how long are interest rates going to stay low?
Because then you get low interest rates, not just for short maturities, but also for medium and long maturities.
Boom, right there. They're letting you know, how long can you keep interest rates low? You can't keep them low this long. Whereas on January 23rd, they're going to have the FMFC meeting. They're going to start raising interest rates, Warriors. This is exciting times. That's going to start to squeeze the stock market, right? But we have the opportunity, if you stay patient the next 3 to 5 years, to invest in some of the best digital assets that are going to change the world.
It really undermines the business model of banks.
They need to get their costs down. So the banks are automating the back end, which reduces mistakes. They're offering more self-service opportunities to the clients, and at the same time exploring the ability for you to buy online.
Inclusive finance is a must, and innovation will help the customer to access financial services in a different way.
I think we're going to see more fragmented financial service industry in the future, more tech firms going into financial services.
We're seeing new players in everything from payments to wealth advisory to trade finance.
Those that can provide the best service and experience to the ultimate client should be the winners.
The public sector has to think about whether they need to sort of upgrade their offer to society.
But I wonder if we have a clear enough framework for the clients to understand how safe their data is and how safe their wealth is in different environments.
In our Global Financial Council, we have practitioners, regulators, academia, central banks. So it's a think tank that can really work in an unconstrained environment together.
We have further developed these views into a report on the future of the global financial system. This will allow leaders to better navigate a very complex environment.
Okay, so that is where they're taking us in 2030. So this cool thing is, this is the way I think about it, Warriors. It is 2022. We have about 8 years to completely set our families up. Now, we're going to make some bad decisions. We're going to call some bad actors, or we're going to run into some bad actors throughout this, right? Why my portfolio is so fundamental is because I'm focused on Warren Buffett style investing. I look at the leadership team, the marketing team. That's why I'm so big on Ripple. I think they have a kick-ass leadership team. I really, really do. I look at their board of directors. They come from the government. Think about that. Ripple is part of the World Economic Forum. Brad Garlinghouse is on the cryptocurrency committee. They're part of the climate accord, which attaches to the Paris. So it doesn't attach, but it's similar to the Paris Agreement, or the same line of the Paris Agreement. They're taking us to zero carbon by 2050, Warriors. It's almost like they're giving us the exact playbook in order for you to be successful. Okay, so this is the global financial and monetary systems in 2030. So you can look at these documents. I'd love to read through these things. So I'm going to type in ISO 20022. Nope. Ripple. That's what I was going to type in on this one. I do so much damn research. Okay, so this is Standard Charters. I've read this to you guys many a time. So Standard Charter is bringing blockchain to life with ventures such as TradeSafe, leveraging distributed ledger technology to reduce the risk of duplicate invoicing, fraudulent activities, and partnering with Ripple as a U.S. fintech and pioneering global financial settlement solutions through a multi-bank initiative that offers straight-through processing, real-time settlements, low costs, elimination of reconciliation between multiple and inter-ledgers, improving liquidity, cash flow, okay? So think about this. Why is Ripple in all these documents, Warriors? XLM, you have other things like XDC is popping up in these documents, Algorand. It's because they're all connected to ISO 20022. This is facts, figures, numbers, logic words. This isn't pie in the sky. It isn't, is the NFT going to go through the roof, or which NFT does freaking Drake have? Who gives a shit? This is what's going to happen to your monetary system. This is how you're going to move money and how you're going to buy those NFTs, warriors. So yes, am I involved in that type of stuff? But it's not my main bread and butter. My main bread and butter is investing in our new economic system and understanding that our world is changing dramatically and not resisting it, but becoming part of it so I can do what I want with the money to bring it back to the people. There's nothing to resist, warriors. Okay. So this is the ISO 20022. I keep showing you the same things over and over again, predictive programming, so you can be programmed to not make horrible decisions and get fudded out of the market. I just saw a tweet. I think it was, oh my God, who was it from? He said, I just cashed out all my XRP and went into SHIB. And he was dead serious. I was like, oh my God. Are you serious? Why are you even putting, it was a big time influencer. I'm like, why did you put that? But that's their journey. And if you follow that stuff, that's more power to you. Okay. So this is right here. So ISO 20022 migration until the end of 2022. So in America, the integration is happening right now in 2022. So we're in a great time right now, warriors. Okay. If you look at here, I showed you guys this already. This came through from, what was this? What's this magazine called? NASDAQ. ISO 20022 cryptos, 5 compliant cryptos to keep an eye on for 2022. I already showed this article to you guys, but this is pretty exciting. You got XDC, you got Algorand, you got Ripple, XRP, and Ripple and XRP are only, they're not only compliant, but they're up on the standard body. They're the only 2 that are part of the standard body of the ISO 20022. But yeah, Ripple's gonna, the case is going to go away, and or they're going to shut them down, warriors. So we just got to wake up to the reality of what's actually happening. Central bank digital currencies for cross-border payments. This is a report by the G20. If we go here, we type in ISO 20022. Okay. So you look here. So with the ISO, why am I bringing this up? Because we're talking about CBDCs with Jamaica, right? 100% proof that CBDCs are going to launch. They are launching their CBDC. They're done with the pilot. So these are different models that they're showing you. And ISO 20002, the messaging standard, shows you Model 2 M CBDC arrangement based on interledger CBDC system. A common clearing mechanism could reduce the number of relationships to providing economies of scale. The messaging standard of ISO 20022 adopted by the interlinkage would act to harmonize standards across the system. So Algorand, XRP, XLM, R3, Hyperledger, Consensus, JPM coin, they're all connected to this ISO 20022. They're all going to be working together, like Samsung, Apple. It's not going to be just one company. Everybody's like, people are saying XRP is going to take over the whole system. It's going to take over a big part of the system, and so is XLM, and so is Algorand, and so is XDC, and so is Ethereum. They're all going to be part of this system. The question you have to ask yourself is, which ones are going to survive? Leadership team has a lot to do with it, warriors. Think about it. Our Warrior Academy is global. We have 3,800 warriors have gone through our academy. Why? Because we have a great leadership team. We have a great team in place, warriors. This team, this company would not be here and growing if we didn't have the team that we have. If I was an investor, I would invest in my company. Think about that, because we built a badass leadership team. But if we fail in leading the people, this company wouldn't be here. So it doesn't matter how great a product is. It doesn't matter how great the cryptocurrency is. It doesn't matter how great the NFT is. If you don't have a good team, marketing team, a good CFO, a good numbers person, marketing, all that stuff, you are screwed, warriors. You're only as good as a team that is promoting the product and service. Okay. So be careful out there. The reason why I keep popping into NFTs, we're jumping into that stuff, but just be careful of these rug pulls. I'm seeing so many people get scammed. It's really, really scary. And it's very, very disheartening. Okay. So I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. If you want help getting your shit together, click the description down below. You can join our private Warrior Academy. You can join the free Discord, the free Facebook group to get to know and like and trust us. We love you a lot. We appreciate you. Have an amazing, amazing day. We'll talk to you soon.
Well, look at the time. I'll try to keep this brief. After 28 years of peacock logos on much of what I own, it is my choice now to jump without a net into the great unknown, as I do for the first time in my 62 years. My biggest worry is for my country. The truth is, I'm not a liberal or a conservative. I'm an institutionalist. I believe in this place, and in my love of country, I yield to no one. But the darkness on the edge of town has spread to the main roads and highways and neighborhoods. It's now at the local bar and the bowling alley, at the school board and the grocery store. And it must be acknowledged and answered for. Grown men and women who swore an oath to our Constitution, elected by their constituents, possessing the kinds of college degrees I could only dream of, have decided to join the mob and become something they are not, while hoping we somehow forget who they were. They've decided to burn it all down with us inside.